Dr. Robi Ludwig is a psychotherapist and the author of Till Death Do Us Part. She's here in the studio with us. Robi, when you hear from Patrice, who was there in the hall last night, who wanted a fairly simple question answered, and when you watch what we saw last night, how do you pull that apart as a psychotherapist? What has happened that we've gotten to this point where it's so nasty?
Yeah, and I don't like seeing the nastiness, and I know a lot of Americans don't like seeing the nastiness either. It actually was uncomfortable to watch Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton come out and not shake each other's hands at the beginning. I felt more comfortable at the end when they could say nice things about each other that I felt was coming from an honest place. But I think what you're seeing is that there's a huge disconnect. There are a lot of questions Americans have that they want answered, and I don't know if politicians are really answering it. And that's why we're in this place where I think many people feel undecided because they don't feel that they're being represented, they don't feel that they're being heard, they don't feel that their issues are really being addressed. And that's the problem.
And that's what we just heard from Patrice. She said, I don't feel like either one of these people represent me or where I want the country to go. For a lot of people, they don't represent people they would like to see as leaders or kids people they want their kids to look up to. Why does this matter, though, on a broader level? You know, politicians, people have been saying for years, oh, politicians, you can't really trust them. But it feels different this time around.
It does. It does. It feels, first of all, more like a reality show getting played out. So it is very entertaining, but not necessarily in a good way. I mean, I think when we see Mr. Trump, some of the things that we've heard are disturbing and a little bit adolescent-like, especially with the last tape. Americans are really struggling now, and I think because the economy is so tough for so many people. People are not earning as much as they want to or need to. Healthcare is skyrocketing through the roof. College is very expensive. The middle class is really suffering, and so that's why it feels so important to have people who could represent us and really turn the country around.
Does it change?
Does it change in terms of who we elect? I think Americans are very hopeful people and we want to believe, but when politicians don't give us a reason to believe, it creates a lot of anxiety and depression.
All right, well, we'll keep watching. Dr. Robi Ludwig, always good to see you. Thanks for coming in today.